Hi, Rebecca here, anxiety expert, and today I wanted to highlight something really important that applies to almost anyone consuming anxiety content, whether you're currently getting support, whether you're doing some research on your own for tips and tricks, trying to manage it yourself, or if you're in the position of looking for one-to-one help, or maybe you've tried a combination of these and you're just moving in a different direction to see what works best for you. This really important concept should be at the center of anyone's anxiety recovery. And it sounds like such a small shift, but it can make a massive difference because it's a perspective shift and it's backed up with fact and reality of what anxiety is and how it doesn't relate to your identity. So what am I talking about? A lot of people, when they've had anxiety, especially if it's for long periods of time, maybe you've had it for a few years, or maybe it's you've just had it for as long as you can remember, a lot of people start to feel and experience as if anxiety is a part of who they are, as if it were a part of their personality, something permanent, something that isn't likely to change, feeling like it's just a part of who you are. I'm just an anxious person. And saying it from a position as if this is fixed and unchangeable. But what if I were to tell you that anxiety actually isn't anything to do with your identity at all? It's not who you are as a person. And when I say that, I'm not diminishing or minimizing how truly awful and intense the feelings can be. No one's debating the reality of that. But anxiety is not who you are. It's an experience that you're having, albeit a very intense or awful one, especially if it's quite severe and you're facing on a daily basis. We're never questioning the reality of that. But what I do want to hopefully give you something to think about is that it's something that is not fixed or permanent. It's an experience, and experiences can change. And we have control over that. So the more that you can separate an anxiety experience or an anxious experience from who you are, it immediately makes the anxiety a lot more manageable to think about how to move forward with this. How do I put all this stuff into practice that I'm learning? If you remember that it's not who you are, it's an experience that you're having, it creates more separation between you and the experience. And then we feel like it's much more malleable and a lot lighter to be able to address instead of getting overwhelmed with, am I fighting myself with myself? A lot of people feel that way for a long period of time, like they're always fighting with a part of themselves, but it's not who you are. Even if you've had it for 10, 20, 30 years, it's not who you are as a person. It's an experience that you've been having over and over, but it's an experience that can change with the right tools and the right help that works for you. Now, no matter what direction you go with that in, no matter what you've tried or what works or what hasn't worked for you, if you carry this thought with you, if you keep it at the center of your recovery, it will make it so much more manageable, remembering that this is not who you are. It's an experience. So if you come back to that, it will make it so much easier to tackle. So drop a comment down below and let me know what you think of this realization, this thought, and even leave your version of it. If you felt that you've got a different wording for a variation of that that's worked for you, drop it down below so other people can read, other people might get some interesting tips from you. And don't forget to like and subscribe for the next video. Take care.